This bottle of whiskey right here has 21-year-old to 25-year-old whiskey in it. I really enjoyed the last batch and the way they blended it. So will this live up to the hype? Let's find out. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I have had many Found North and enjoyed many of them, but I've also been disappointed with a few of them. That last batch won me back. Will this live up to that hype? Before I go any further, I first have to give out a huge thanks to Mike Bortner for getting this bottle to me. He was super generous, and I'm still super surprised and grateful for his extreme generosity. Thank you, thank you. This Found North Peregrine has whiskey from 21 to 25 years old. What I really enjoyed about batch 10 was the way they got different aged rye and corn and blended it. Now, it's not like typical where like a bourbon, like you put all that in one barrel and you age it from the first year. No, they actually age these independently, and then they put it all together and blend it together. And then after that, they age it in new American Oak and COgnac casks. This can give it so much more flavor and reshape the whiskey into the highest form that it can possibly be. As with any of my reviews, I will give away samples, so stay tuned to find out how you can win a sample of this. Alright, enough talk. Let's get into this bottle. Bottle details. Found North Peregrine, 21 years. Classification, cask strength whiskey. Distiller, bottled by Found North. Release date, 2024. Proof, 114.2 proof, making it 57.1 ABV. Age, 21-year-old rye, 24-year-old rye, 23-year-old corn, 24-year-old corn, and 25-year-old corn. That's plenty of age in this. Finished, 3 months new American Oak and COgnac cask. Mashbill, 78% corn, 21% rye, 1% barley. MSRP, $200. So scoring on this, I always do a scoring of 1 to 10 on aroma, flavors, complexity, mouthfeel, finish, and of course, would I buy again? So I'm gonna pour some of this out, let it sit for a moment. Ooh yeah, let's pop this open. Ooh, beautiful pop. Let's pour some of this out. Make sure it's a good enough pour to enjoy. Always love that sound. And then pour another one here and just let that sit down as well. Ooh, a little bit low, let's put a little bit more. And let's go ahead and push these off to the side and let them sit here for just a moment. All right, so we let this sit for about 15 minutes and I have a special guest today, HRH.
I'm the special one.
Yep. And I said, I'm gonna be doing a review tonight. And she's like, what is it? And I said, well, it's a 21. She was all in after that. Didn't matter.
That's all I needed to hear.
That's all she needed to hear. It's a good whiskey, right? Or it should be a good whiskey. We're about to find out because we're gonna give our opinions on it. So let's get started. So let's just look at it first. I mean, look at that. Actually, I mean, so the whiskey in here is 25 to 25 years old. Mm-hmm. So about your age, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And if you look at that color.
Hey, that's so half you.
Yeah. Must be nice to you. All right, let's get back to the category at hand. And so we're looking at this, and that's a nice dark copper color. You can see that age in there, right?
Golden.
So golden, yeah. Dark gold, though.
Or very, like the golden years.
Or, that was my thing this year. The golden years, yeah.
Whoa!
Son of
a... me.
Okay, let's
there was a nice height in it. It didn't look too heavy.
Yeah, it went
new
nicely.
Category.
New category. How far does it fly up? And how pretty does it fan? But look at that. I mean, it is hardly creating legs. It is sticking to this glass nicely. Yeah. How is yours?
Yeah, I don't see any legs on it.
Yeah, it's like super. Like if you look here, you can see them, but like they're not. I mean, they're very tight though. They're like they're sticking in the glass. Mm-hmm. That's always nice. So we shouldn't have done that yet. We're going in for aroma. So your initial smell, right?
Monkey see, monkey do. I was like,
I know. Ooh, that smells good.
It does smell
It smells
really
like
nice.
Sweet and candy, and this has a good amount of rye in it. But holy cow!
I feel like there's a little spice in there.
Yeah, that's the rye. So you're getting that spice from that rye. There's a lot of sweetness from that corn, and the way they do this, they age the corn, they age the rye separately, then they blend it. And I feel like sometimes you just get more flavors out of each one that way instead of just mixing in the beginning.
That smells very nice. I really like this.
It's sweet. There's caramel. But I smell like orange. Like this smells like a citrus background to me.
I'm trying to think. There's something familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. There's something in the back that I'm trying to pick up.
It's bourbon.
Oh, that's what it is. If you know, you know.
Exactly. If not, go watch the other video.
Yeah, we'll post it right here. Now that's all you're smelling.
I made myself laugh.
But the funny thing is, it's not bourbon.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh.
Haha, joke's on you!
You paid attention.
But man, there's a lot of sweetness. There's a little bit of spice to the back of it. You can smell some proof on it. You can smell a little bit of that alcohol in there. Mm-hmm. So I just learned this. Nancy Fraley does this, covers it for a moment,
okay,
and then smells the tip. Oh yeah. Ooh, I need to try this more often. It just kind of concentrates.
I feel like
that
it got
sweetness.
like sweeter, like brown sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking brown sugar, a little vanilla there.
Ooh, the vanilla for sure.
Yeah. So, all right.
That one burned.
So for aromas, 0 to 10, 0 being terrible score, right? 10 being the most perfect smell you've ever had. Where do you rate this?
I was about to say, like the 10 me.
Yes, 10 you. 10 you. What would you rate this?
I'm going to go with the 7.
That's actually a good score. I think I'm actually going to give it. Usually you're higher than me. I'm actually going 7.5. That's actually one of the better noses I've had in a long time. And I really just like that nose. It's getting me excited to drink. Like, I'm really starting to salivate a little bit, just ready to drink this.
For me, it's like very mysterious. Like, I do smell sweet, then it's like spicy other times. I'm like, it's very mysterious what this is about to taste like.
We should rename that aroma to HRH.
HRH.
Sweet, spicy, and mysterious.
And mysterious.
All right. Fun part. Flavors. First drink. Let's go in for that flavor. Cheers.
Cheers. I got like an instant burn.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little kiss on the lips there.
Yep, that spice came through pretty quickly.
Yeah, it did.
But it's interesting. In the middle of my palate, I taste that citrus. I taste like orange right in the middle. And then I also get a little bit of vanilla. Now, the nice thing is, for our first drink, a lot of times it goes through it really quickly, so it's hard to pick up everything. But it's still there a little bit. I still tasted for that first drink. And it's our first drink of the night. We haven't had anything else to drink, so we haven't acclimated our palate at all. So, flavors. What would you give that flavor?
I'm going to give it...
I'm going for my second drink by accident.
I know. I'm going to give it a 6. It was really spicy. That Kentucky hug. Like, I still feel it going down my legs.
All the way to your toes, huh?
That was good. Yeah. I was
so
like,
you're a 6.
On a 1 sip, too.
And I'm going to do 7, which is so odd for me to be higher than yours normally. Because usually you're like 10, 9,
11.
And give them all away. All right.
You get a 10. You get a 10.
So next is complexity. How does it evolve? Now our palate's acclimated, right? How does this feel on the tongue afterwards? Let's go in for that second drink. Oh yeah.
I still got that initial spicy forward, but as it went back, it got a little sweeter. Yeah. And the reason you get a lot of spice on this, there's 21% rye, I believe is what it was. 21% rye. Let me see. Yep, 21% rye. You get that spiciness. But I had that sweetness up front. I have that citrus. That brown sugar is trying that you smelled pretty, like you had a good predominant smell with that. It's starting to come that sweetness in. But you're also starting to get that tannic, little bit of drying on the tongue, a little bit of that age in there. So kind of like almost a little bit of a leather note, which is that back in the background. So it's not very forward because I still have all that, like the spice, like the baking spices up front. So what do you give complexity? It left my tongue a little tingly. Yeah, and I like when it does that. And I like that it's like a little chili pepper. Little chili pepper. So what would you like to? I'm going to give it a 6. A 6. Okay. I'll let you write it down because it's on your side. And I'm actually going to give the complexity a 7. I'm sticking with the 7, honestly. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, wow. Be consistent. I'm being consistent. You're being consistent. Thanks for writing mine down. Oh, you're welcome. All right. Let's go in for that mouthfeel. Now we're going to talk about how it hits that tongue, thickness, viscosity. I mean, it was sticking to the glass real nicely. Yeah. And on those first few sips, I have it all over my mouth. So let's go in for that. Ooh. Uh-oh. That was interesting. A little bit more of that spice came through. A little bit more of that aging, the oakiness, that tannics coming through. But on the tongue, it's on the roof of my mouth. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the mid of my tongue. Yeah. I'm getting the Canadian hug going down. Canadian? Yeah, so it's Canadian. I didn't tell you that in the beginning, so that's my bad. My bad. Yes. I think their hug's a little stronger. Yeah, you're like, oh, Canadians, they love to come up to you and give you a big hug. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, remember our buddies Kim and Rob. Yeah, that's right. They always gave good hugs. They did.
So what are you feeling on the tongue? Is it still on there? What do you think?
It is very tingly.
Yeah, and it's staying.
It's like little peppery, like little pop rockets, right?
Oh, I don't feel like pop rockets, but I see what you're saying because like I feel like there's different peppers all over my tongue, like you're talking about.
Yeah.
And but it just covers it nicely. The taste is still there, and this has been a moment, right? And it's not like it's a hint of the taste. I feel like there's a good amount of that flavor just lingering there. And a lot of times that's what rye do. They kind of just sit there and stay there. So what do you give your mouthfeel?
Well, I did feel a little more sweetness in the back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But I feel like I'm going to turn into a dragon. It's like a dragon's breath.
Oh.
I think like I'm powering up.
You're
getting
powering
my
up?
Fire.
So you're going to be the mother of dragons after this?
I might be. No? The next Khaleesi.
There you go.
But with a better ending.
Yeah. I'm going to give you I'm going to get you a blonde wig.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know.
I mean, when does the next one come out? It's coming out soon. So we'll have to do a drink for it.
Oh, I
So
love
you'll
that.
have to come dressed up.
Yes.
As Khaleesi. Maybe I dress as a dragon.
Perfect.
And there we go.
Drogo. No, Drogon.
Drogon. Yeah.
Drogon.
All right. So what do you give mouthfeel?
I actually like that one, so I'm going to give it a 7.
All right. I'm sticking with actually 7.2 for me. 7.2. I'm just going up.
Ooh, very specific.
Yeah, it was a little bit more to me. Now the finish. We kind of talked about this a little bit, but how long does it stay and how long does it stay on that tongue and finish, all right? I think you got more than me because I'm almost gone. So,
okay.
Finish. What do you think about the finish?
I think it kind of dissipates a little quickly. It's not as thick as I thought it was going to be, but it does have a nice flavor to it. It is on the spicier side. I know I keep saying that, but I really feel like I'm going to breathe some dragon fire.
And the rye is dominant in this. There's a lot of rye. Even there's more corn, that sweetness. The rye is what stays with you. It's what you're feeling. It's that spice. It's those baking spices. It's that pepper. It's that, what did you call it? What kind of pepper do you call it?
Chili pepper.
Chili pepper earlier, so you do get that. So I do understand that. So for finish, what do you give that?
I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay. Now for finish, I'm actually going to give that a 7 as well. What I buy again before you say yes, before you jump into there, because you always say yes.
Yeah.
It's a $200 bottle.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a $200 bottle, but it's aged 21 to 25 years of the whiskeys that are in there. So it has some good age on it. The proof on this was, let me see, where was my proof? 114.2, so some good proof, So overall, what do you think?
Overall, would I buy again?
Yeah.
For $200? I'm not sure if I'd buy it, honestly. It's good, but I think it's more on the spicy end for me. I like to have that spice, but I think I like sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying probably no.
For $200?
No.
I would pay less for it.
So
I would buy it again.
Normally
not for
we don't always talk about that, right? What would you pay for this bottle if you had to buy? If you got a second one to put on your shelf, right? Or you came across it, what would you be willing to pay for it?
Probably less than 100, and I'm going for like 80.
Just because of all that spice, man, you dropped it a lot.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put no. Rate the from 0 to 10. What are you gonna rate that?
A 6.
Okay. And I'm gonna put you pay $80 for it, right? And that's okay. Now, would I buy again? I'm actually liking it. I'm liking the flavors. I'm liking the age statement. I'm liking the way it goes through the tongue. I'm liking the complexity, the evolution on the tongue. But we are at different stages in our bourbon journey, or our whiskey journey, I should say.
And age.
Yeah. And at 21 to 25 years, a lot of the way they do this is they say $10 for each year. So at $200, we're already paying under what they're recommending, right?
Yeah.
So to me, actually, this is a yes. I don't. A lot of bottles that are 200, I think it's a lot of money. 200 is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
But would I buy another one of these? I actually am really enjoying it. I'm liking the hug. I'm liking all that stuff. So yes, I would, and yes, I would pay 200 for it. Now I'm gonna give that a 7. But would I pay more than 200 for it? I wouldn't. 200 is kind of that cap on there. I think it's a good pour for that, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So. There you go. All right, so our total scores was, I came out with 42.7 and
39 out of 60.
Yeah, so very different on our scores. I enjoyed it a little bit more. You're a little bit different, but that's what this journey is about. So this was a little bit interesting because for the first time, my numbers were higher than yours.
Yeah.
For the first time, I said yes. Not that this first time I said yes, but I said yes, and this is the first time you ever said no.
Yes.
Because normally you're like, yes, 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 even before you know the price. So that's very interesting. And a lot of it was because of what? What was it that made this one different for you?
I think it was like the spiciness kind of was like overpowering. It kind of like over-flavored the other type of notes in it, but...
And it's because on your journey, you're more of a bourbon drinker, right? You like more of the bourbon. This is not a bourbon. This is not a rye. But it's a mix of corn and rye and some malted, right? And so I think that's why it's different to you. It's a lot spicier to you. So your tongue has not acclimated to that. You haven't enjoyed that as much. And I think that's a big difference with you. You like that sweetness. You like, birthday bourbon. You like stag. You like those other pours. And even though they may be hot from proof, they still have a lot of that sweetness to them. So I think that was the difference with it. And that's what's really interesting about, these journeys is I really enjoy this one. She likes it, but it's not her cup of tea, you know? Yeah. If I were to say, hey, we're going to have this again, you'd probably be like, I want something different, right? Yeah. But who knows? A year from now, 2 years from now, this might be your cup of tea. Yeah. So that's what's nice. That's what's neat about this. And this is why I like doing this with her is because we're on different journeys and we're at different stages of this. And so you get to see two different perspectives. So it's really cool. So I do enjoy that. And plus I get to spend time with my daughter. So, all right, let's talk. Now, as we all know, anytime I do a review, I give away samples. So let's talk about how we can give away some samples, right? So first of all, if you have not, and you made it this far, please smash that like button. Go smash it. You made it this far, you liked the video enough, go smash that like button. Okay. Also, please subscribe because we are getting closer to
2,222
subscribers. And when we do, how many bottles did I say I'm giving away?
22.
A minimum of 22. Plus, we'll give away samples. I have some cigars to give away. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a crazy time.
Very.
Hopefully you're here for that one.
I hope so.
You might need to drag me out of this room after, because if not, I might just be sleeping here.
There might be an extra few bottles missing after he gives that away. I mean, you might grab a couple.
Like she doesn't already.
Yeah.
So I put the ones higher up so she can't reach them. Also, in the comments below, let us know, have you tried Found North and which is your favorite Found North? I think you tried batch 10 with me because that's Devin's favorite batch, one of his favorite pours. Okay. If not, we'll have a little pour bit after this, and that way you can try and compare. Okay. I think you'll like that. It's a lot sweeter, so I think it'll be kind of your cup of tea. Okay. Make sure to also hashtag Peregrine21. Hashtag Peregrine21. So thanks for joining us on another journey down our whiskey rabbit hole.
To our next journey, my friends. Cheers. Cheers. I got the better cup.
No surprise.
Yeah, this hair keeps getting in my mouth. I think it's the fan. I'm like, I don't got bugs. I wash my hair, but like, what is that?
Some sweat stuff.
Yeah. Could you keep seeing that? I'm like.
Yeah. Also, please subscribe because we're getting close to what? What are we getting closer to?
2,222.
Okay, let's start that again. So also please subscribe.
2,000?
Yeah, 2,222.
2,222. Which one?
2,222. Oh. The whole thing.
No, I thought it was going to be 222,000.
No, we're at close.
So 2,222.
Yeah. So